Hey Mama, welcome back to Shandy's Sacred Space. Today, I want to remind you of something the world often forgets. Motherhood is not just a role, it's a sacred calling. So if you've been feeling tired, invisible, overwhelmed, or unsure if what you do even matters, this video is for you. Welcome to Shandy's Sacred Space, a place where overwhelmed mamas are reminded that motherhood isn't just hard, it's holy. Here we slow down, breathe, pray, and get to the root of what's really going on so you can rise up stronger in the Lord. Let's trade chaos for clarity and discover the sacred strength available to you right here and right now. In the book of Titus, chapter 2, we read about how older women are to train younger women to love their husbands and children, to be self-controlled, pure, working at home, kind, and submissive to their own husbands. And I think that is such a beautiful reminder that this is going to take time and that we are going to have to be trained to love our husbands and children, to be self-controlled, pure, working at home, kind, and submissive to our husbands. Now, I want to point something out here. It says that older women need to train younger women. So the fact that we need to be trained shows us that these things may not come naturally, that we are going to have to be trained to love our husbands and children, to be self-controlled, pure, working at home, and kind and submissive to our husbands. Think of it like a marathon. If you were preparing to run a marathon, you would expect challenges and struggles and even setbacks. The same applies to motherhood. This is very difficult work. Some days are harder than others, but we can trust that the Lord will continue to work steadfastness and perseverance within our hearts and our minds and our spirits. So maybe you are really wondering if you could be a stay-at-home mom. Or maybe you're currently a stay-at-home mom and you're just doubting your ability to do this. I'm here to remind you today that you can certainly do this. You may not get awards or applause for changing diapers, wiping tears, or reading the same book 5 or 6 times in a row. But here's the truth, Mama. You are doing kingdom work every single day. The world says motherhood is ordinary, but God's word clearly shows us that motherhood is extraordinary. It is a crucial role in the eyes of God. From the beginning, God gave women the beautiful role of nurturing life, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. The law of love and kindness is written in her heart and shows itself in her tongue. Her heart is full of another world, even when her hands are most busy about this world. Above all, she fears the Lord. Beauty recommends none to God, nor is it any proof of wisdom and goodness. But it has deceived many a man who made his choice of a wife by it. But the fear of God reigning in the heart is the beauty of the soul, and it lasts forever. Mama, you may feel like no one notices what you do. You may feel lonely or bored. You may feel overwhelmed, overstimulated, unsure of your ability to mother. But I'm here to remind you today that God sees it all. The meals, the laundry, the cleaning, the middle of the night feedings, the soothing after tantrums, the repeating yourself 20 times, the praying over your children when they are asleep, the 1,000 decisions you make every day for your home, your precious babies, and your family. God sees it all. Every act of love, patience, and sacrifice is seen by the one who never overlooks the small things. Colossians 3:23 says, "Whatever you do, work heartily as for the Lord and not for men, knowing that from the Lord you will receive the inheritance as your reward. You are serving the Lord Christ." When you wake up each and every morning to love and serve, to teach and to train, to discipline and to disciple the precious babies that God has entrusted you with, you are doing kingdom work. Motherhood is truly our ministry, and we have the opportunity to impact all of eternity with the work we're doing day in and day out with our precious babies at home. When you choose gentleness instead of anger, patience instead of snapping, prayer instead of panic, you are honoring God. When you keep going, even though you're tired, you are reflecting His strength. When you care for your family with love, you are worshiping through your motherhood. You are not just cleaning up a mess, you are creating a safe space. You are not just reading a bedtime story, you are pouring peace and love into your child's heart. You are not just showing up, you are standing in the gap with spiritual authority over your home. Please hear me, Mama. Every little thing you do, when done in love, is building legacy. So not only is there an eternal impact in what we're doing right now, but there are so many blessings of being a stay-at-home mama. We are given the opportunity to bond with our children in their most formative years. We're given the opportunity to be present for their first steps, their first words, and so many heart-to-heart conversations. We have the opportunity to live slowly and simple and create sacred days that are filled with adventures to the park, hikes in the hills, homemade cookies, hot chocolate in the winter, sitting in the pool in the hot summer heat, having popsicles in the sunshine, story time at the library. So many special and sacred moments we can fill our days with as stay-at-home moms. We're given the opportunity to model faith, patience, and abundance of love every day. And we're given opportunities to create a peaceful, Christ-centered home with our precious babies. Proverbs 31 calls a godly woman strong, wise, and clothed in dignity. Psalm 127 calls children an heritage, a reward, not a burden. Titus 2, as I mentioned previously, calls us to teach, train, and build up the next generation in love. You are the first voice your children hear, the one who shapes how they see themselves, the world, and even God. You are planting seeds that will carry into adulthood and even into eternity. I hope this video was so encouraging to you today. Please like, subscribe, and share with another mama who needs to be encouraged today. You are never alone, and I will see you in the next video.